Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Remedy. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're on the right channel. So, without going into a lot of subscribing, because you have already subscribed, you're very wise to do that, and you have already shared, right? You share already, because this is about to get more interesting. If you wake up every morning and look at your loved one, or maybe feel this weather that has been happening, you know that a relationship is something sweet and beautiful. Love is a beautiful thing. Well, lucky for you, I'm not here alone today. I am with Claire as usual, and a surprise guest you're about to see. It's good to chill out with your boss sometimes. Keep tuned in. You're on The Remedy. Welcome back. I told you we're on The Remedy and we're talking about responsibilities in relationships. It's a beautiful Saturday, and for us on The Remedy here, we enjoy Saturdays in style. Yeah, we're making the CEO drink something. It's about to get up. So you guys,
Yeah.
we're talking about responsibilities in relationships. I don't think I need to introduce you. This is our CEO. Yeah. At AETV.
No need for
The
introduction.
original guest on The Remedy.
No. We're giving you a chance today because it's an interesting topic. Yeah, so you guys are talking about responsibilities in relationships. What do you have to say about that? Even before we go into like deep. When I say that, it's not an interview, by the way, today.
Responsibilities in a relationship. So, this is my take. Before you come into a relationship, as a woman or as a man, I want to think that you need to first prepare yourself to get in, right?
Yeah.
So
and
you-
prepare the person
That
you're
is a
going
woman preparing, not a man, I guess.
I want to think
No,
both
we're
parties.
both
Both
supposed to
parties,
prepare.
yeah, both parties I think should prepare. So I should prepare myself to be the best version of the woman that I can be in that relationship.
Yeah, sure.
So then I know my responsibilities as I'm going in. If I haven't thought about them before and I don't have them in mind, then I'm probably going to get there and we'll have a bit of issues here and there. That's what I want to think. I want to first prepare myself to be ready for the man. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is very, very important.
No,
Yeah.
and it becomes funny when she says the responsibilities. And from where I see it, I'm even wondering what sort of responsibilities. Because
Yeah.
from my side, it's about have I liked you? Are
Okay.
you beautiful? Is your behind okay? That is why I start from there.
Okay.
Okay.
When you talk about responsibilities,
Yes.
my responsibility is actually to identify you and like you. The rest we shall sort ourselves as we move on.
yeah.
No, but then are
Really?
you sure? No,
Yeah.
I think for a relationship to prosper in such a way that, by the way, if you're going to go in with someone, yes, they have their behind and it's all fine, like mine, but are you sure you're going to manage their character as you go on?
Because
Yeah.
because
Are you
either
going, are
way,
you
Is
sure
it
you're
just
going to
about the
manage their
visual for
habits?
you?
either way, I will not know your characters unless I have a microscope to actually see inside you or anything. But I'm only saying I need to be happy, I need to be comfortable that actually I have identified someone that I like.
Yeah.
Then about character, man, this is something that I'm going to
I
identify.
understand that part.
And
You
then-
can't learn someone in a day.
I know,
get
but then
that,
if you have
but-
been watching The Remedy before, I'm not blushing your ideas, but
Okay.
if you've been watching The Remedy, we've talked about it before. Set ground rules before you join a relationship.
So are you
don't
trying
want to
to say
surprise
that?
someone
Yeah.
sometimes?
Let me ask you something. Are you trying to say that character is not something that attracts you to a person? There's usually those few things that you can
Yeah.
see. Yes, you don't know the person in and out. I know. I have seen people who have been together for 20 years and they tell you, oh, she did this or he did this, and the
can-
other party was like, I was surprised. I didn't know that
I
bit
know,
of
I
him or
know.
her, you know.
But we also know that
There are those
people
few things that you
change.
can see. Yes.
Yeah, we also know that people change. But for me, what is important
Do
is
people change
first
though?
to look good in my eyes.
Okay.
Then we understand the character later because
let me
even
say-
if you have what you people call characters. Either way, when you're not attractive or anything,
Yeah.
still I will not care. But what is very important from where I sit, let us first be sure that actually this is someone you're going to like. Then when we move, we start sorting character issues. Because also what I have seen, girls, men adjust according to the person they have.
True.
And then you talked about setting rules or responsibilities. So what is my responsibility in the relationship to make you happy?
Let me
I mean,
tell you,
that's
I
my
think
prime
it's very.
responsibility.
I think the
Yes.
the first responsibility is understanding the person you're going in a relationship with. You talked about adjustment. If you're looking for someone, if you know exactly what you want, people like me, Claire, you know it. I said grand rules.
Oh yeah. She
I
tells
tell
me
you,
that all the time.
Yeah, I give you a chance to meet. I'm not going to tell you. So I do this, but I tell you, but do you like girls who do this? Because I can really be too much. Something like that. So you're ready for
Then
it.
now I want to understand
So-
the rules bit of it.
Yeah, I tell you, like I don't like.
I understand. I
I'm
think
jealous. I don't surprise you. I tell you, like I'm jealous. Sometimes I can do this. So that when that happens in a relationship, you're not going to act a funny way.
yeah. I think
Right?
I'm sort of okay. I'm trying to understand where
So-
he's sort of coming from. Because you see, when we say we are going to set ground rules, it's not I'm going to get you. You're my man. We sit in a boardroom. I've prepared a PowerPoint presentation. And then
And
I'm
then-
like, rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 10,
Yeah, that's
rule
not
number
it.
50. I think that is what is perturbing you, right?
Yeah.
Like that whole
That's not
session.
what
of-
happens.
So I think,
You have a
yeah,
conversation.
and I think you can say something every other day or every other week. You don't have to dump
You don't
all
have
of
to
it,
dump
because
everything.
if you say it at once to the person, you will overwhelm them. They'll be like, oh
Yeah.
my god, he can't take this or she can't take this.
Yeah.
So I think like along the
And
way.
that's how it becomes complicated. when we
But
start
where I
talking
like
about
her
rules,
now,
for example.
no, it
No,
doesn't. But
you
where
don't
where
set
I
it
like
as a
her
rule,
opinion
eh?
is
Yeah,
in the
you
first
don't-
days
yes.
you make it
Yeah,
clear.
Yeah,
So
you don't set it as a rule.
So-
You give someone, you tell
You
someone
wake up,
something.
you wake up one second, baby, honey, I think
No,
I
I
can't
tell
deal
you.
with if you're a drinker.
No,
Me, how
I
I
tell
like
you.
cold beer.
I ask you, like, if I don't like someone, of course, me, I take your beer, please. But in case I don't want someone who drinks, I ask you, babe, do you take beer?
Yeah?
Yeah, if you like it, it's not your fault that you take the beer. It's just not me.
You're
I don't
not
like that
comfortable
person.
with it.
And it's my responsibility to not change someone. I cannot change for you. You know what you want.
You
So-
cannot change for me.
No, you know what you want. Then if you know that I am the person you want, take me the way I am. Don't assume that I'm
Yeah,
supposed
then
to
that's
start
why
changing for you. That is
setting
the-
rules or
No, I
knowing
am
your
not setting
responsibilities
rules.
might
I
not
am
work.
setting
Because
grounds.
you have just said.
No, I'm
you have
setting
just said-
grounds. I'm telling you, this is me. I am not this kind. It's. I feel like it's
Because
my
you have just said,
responsibility
take
to.
me the way you find me.
Exactly.
Meaning, there we don't have to talk about rules because
No,
if I set rules,
Okay,
then
Rennie, let me
You
tell you
have
something.
to.
How will you know who I am if I don't let you in? You know, if I don't let you in what I am.
But yeah.
I feel like it's my responsibility to tell you I am this kind of person. So I don't know if you're ready to go on with me.
yeah.
Before we reach into the responsibilities of actually in a relationship, the first beginning of the relation, that morning of a relationship full of happiness and whatever, I need to let you in some things that I do. I don't go out too much. Don't assume that every night we're going to be going out. Like I'm not going to tell you no, I'm not. I don't want to go out. I'll bring it in a very mature way.
I get you. We've talked
and
about
at what point do you now have to
Why
bring
are we
in
focusing
such?
on only that?
Okay, I get that,
about
but I want,
responsibility.
but I want to remind you something. We've talked about compromises in a relationship
Yeah.
before. So if you meet this gentleman or you meet this lady, and I mean, he loves to go out. In a week he wants to go out 4 times, and
Yeah.
you're strictly a home person. Compromise.
Yeah,
Can you join him on one of those 4 days?
One, yeah.
Outing?
Sacrifices we make for relationships.
Exactly, yeah. But at the back of his mind, he knows that
He
you're
knows,
not
I
a
have
daily
done this
person.
for
yeah.
you, honey.
And now,
I've done
Ronnie,
this
for
for
someone
you.
that truly loves you, they will try to tone down those days with time because they'll understand she likes to stay home.
Exactly.
She just wants us to be home and just do home stuff. So if he also meets you, you don't exactly have to now try to also follow what he does, but then with time he should also try to compromise. If he has been going out 4 times, you can make them
At,
2.
at what point in the
Exactly.
relationship are we supposed to now remind each other of the rules, of our responsibilities, or anything? At what point?
No, it
Because
goes on, yeah.
Usually,
goes on.
when
I think
you are
it's
starting, the concentration is on, for example, from where I sit as a man, your role at that particular time is winning. You're only focusing your mind on winning her.
Wait.
Sometimes you forget about what probably you have heard about her,
Yeah.
everything. You're only concentrating on winning the heart.
No, that is
Then when
that
you
is in
get
courtship.
in, at what point do you need to start bringing in letting someone understand your side of you, or you understanding her side? So
Yeah.
from at what point in a relationship do you now have to bring in that? Because that is very, very important.
Yeah, that is why I'm saying it's your responsibility before
As a
someone.
man, or
no,
it's
as
our
all, it's our
responsibility?
responsibility,
Both
both.
parties.
Before you get into a relationship,
Before
you get into something deep. Yeah, of course. Some people choose courtship before dating, like before going into a relationship. If you like me, let's go on a few dates before we really do this.
Yeah,
There are some
before
people
we say
who
let's
do
do
that.
this.
I think it's okay. Yeah, before we say let's do
and
this.
courtship is for understanding each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Courtship, you're understanding each other before you go into something. So if you go on a date today, we're talking about beautiful things. You can choose to ask. Don't start putting a man on an interview. I'm not telling you to put anyone on an
Oh
interview,
yeah.
guys.
Oh no, there's even guys who do that.
Yeah,
They
there's even
literally put the
I
lady
know, right? So
on
you
an
work.
interview.
Where'd you work from?
How long have you worked?
How long have you worked? Yeah.
Your family, how many sisters you have? Like
How
the
much
whole
are you earning?
inter-
Never ask me that question.
But we are talking about,
yeah,
but
we are talking about,
yeah. Why
No, I'm
should I
letting
ask
you
one of the
Yeah.
ground rules.
It's one of the ground rules. Because if I set it up as my rule, I need to know the aggregates you got at senior 4, at senior 6,
my
because I mean, if you had F9 in math,
Then
Okay,
what?
let
then
us-
you're not going to
then
count my
what?
money. Then I can't take
please.
you. I mean,
All right. Guys,
Oh
I see
yeah.
we're not going
Oh yeah, there are guys who ask actually
Yeah,
for the whole
yeah.
academic background.
Yeah.
eh? Yeah.
I
And then
need to
like
know
your
that you
S4,
got
your
first class
S6
at
at
the university.
campus.
yeah.
You want to look at
Because
your
I need to know that
transcript.
my kids will be intelligent as well. I don't
Are
want
you
to
looking
risk-
for a
God.
project?
Because we are talking about rules.
Let me tell you
And this is how it becomes interesting. We're talking about rules. Now, I need to be sure that if I produce with you, my kids will be bright. I don't want to risk taking F9s in
But
my
do
house.
you know that you
That's
can-
why one of my rules will be I need to know
Yeah.
what you scored at senior 4, senior 6, and if you go to first class anyway. At the university, should I find F9 somewhere? Then I know
standards.
you're not going to count my money.
I really don't
You're
think
not
Ronnie
going to do
standards,
homework.
I know.
And it's very-
Yeah.
Let me tell you
Because
something.
we're talking about rules, and these are the rules. Unless you're saying let's do away with rules in a
You
relationship.
can tell an intelligent person from having a conversation.
But even
a
academic-
simple conversation.
Yeah.
An
Oh, yes.
intelligent person.
Meeting someone first
Someone
time, yeah.
could have maybe been forced to do even courses they didn't want to do, but they're intelligent.
Yeah, I
For
don't. I
us
don't think. I
women-
don't think school dictates
No, it
these
doesn't.
things out
For us
here.
women,
it doesn't.
we
It
can
might
tell.
not, but what if that is one of my rules?
Claire, you can testify.
Well, yeah, if it works for you, fine. But I
Yeah.
don't think it should be.
Can't you testify? You can tell an intelligent man from how
From the
he
word go,
speaks,
yeah,
from
like
the word-
the
from
first conversation.
the
I keep
conversation,
telling
yeah.
guys, yeah, like for me, in the first, I think 5 sentences, if I've just met a guy, I totally understand where he stands.
Yeah,
I
me
can,
too.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I can
So
tell
then
where he
what do you
stands,
And I don't
his
even-
intentions, the conversations.
The
that
conversation.
he's having,
What do you
eh?
look out
Your
for in a man?
conversation, it can even tell me your financial status, it can tell me everything. We're not going into that. We're talking about
No, but-
responsibilities in
No.
a relationship.
Yeah,
So
but
far
but,
you
but, but,
start
but but no,
seeing
it's a good one.
things
Let me tell you, Roddy. Let me actually answer
You're
him
going
a
to
bit.
answer him?
Yeah. I think for me it's these 3. These main 3 that work for me. I am a very patient person. I can do lots of compromises because I know I'm also not perfect. But now for me, number 1, I want to meet a man who knows God. And I'm not saying you sleep in church. You know, I'm not saying you fast every day.
That's your ground
but
rule, number 1.
exactly, but yes, you know, someone who knows that there's a superpower that you know makes us live through every day. Yeah. Number 2, a confident man, and in confidence, I know all guys are protective, and there's a bit of jealousy that kicks in for both parties. But I need a confident guy.
Yeah.
Where if he says let's do this, you're confident. I've said yes, I'm yours, and you're mine. So just be confident. I'm right here. Even when I have a couple of male friends and colleagues and acquaintances, just be confident that I'm yours, you know.
A man who is confident that by that
A
doesn't
man
have
who is
insecurity.
exactly that
Yeah,
whole
they don't.
insecurities thing, nah. Then, of course, last but not least, a guy who knows his sole responsibility of taking care of his woman and his home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So you
That's
see how
I know.
rules can be
And
complicated.
Those are
not complicated. These are just
Because
three
those are some
things.
of
What
the
I'm
rules.
telling you.
These are just three
You
things.
see,
Yeah.
that is what he wants.
That is what
That's
she
what she
believes
wants,
in.
right?
Yeah. For me, those
So
three.
for her, the first responsibility is if she met a man right now, what I think, if you met a man who doesn't love God,
Yeah.
don't try to change them. Leave them. They're not
Exactly.
yours.
Yeah.
Your
So
If I realize
if he
you
has
don't know
everything you
God,
need and does not like God or does not
Which are the
pay
things?
attention to God and the godliness of all these things, would you take them
do you
in?
know why I mentioned it first? You see the order that I put them in?
Yeah.
I actually mean it. That is
Yeah.
why I pointed God number one. I
Yeah.
didn't say the responsibility first.
As
I
long as
mentioned
that one
God
is
first.
not there, you
Yeah.
can't proceed.
It's complicated
You see,
for
eh?
me, yeah. And I mean, I am not trying to dictate. This is just a blanket statement, but I'm speaking for myself and my beliefs. I have seen the works of God, honestly. Yeah. So for me, for someone who doesn't believe that there's a superpower that gets whatever God, by the way, you pray to, whatever church you go to, I believe it's the same God. So for me, for someone who doesn't believe that there's a superpower up there
But
that gets us through the
we
day,
know very well
it's,
that ladies were created to help men discover what they probably do not know. So you wouldn't even wish to take in a risk and transform that man from wherever
That
he
is
is.
why
If
that's
he's
why we're
willing,
talking
yeah.
about responsibility.
Yeah, if he's
If
willing,
but not
yeah.
meeting someone and then you assume changing what they believe in to what you want to believe in.
Yeah.
You get. Anyway, that is the start of a relationship. Your responsibility before joining a relationship, it's your responsibility to let someone in your life to know what they should do after you actually get into something
And-
serious
and you
and
know-
knowing him. Don't change.
Yeah, and you know,
Don't
like,
change.
and you see, like,
Don't change
and you
me.
see, like, the things I've mentioned. I don't exactly have to come and interview you.
Yeah.
I will just sit down and watch. I
Yeah.
will tell if you're someone who knows that there's God. I will tell if you have your so many insecurities here and there, and you're not confident. You know, there are guys you meet, and already he's intimidated. He's like, oh my God, this chick, how will I
know.
manage, and all that. You get it, eh? Yeah. So me, I'll just sit and
This
watch.
is going to be like
have-
Yeah, I'll just
I have
sit and
issues
watch,
with
and I'll
Jenny
make
when
my
she says, "Don't change me."
Don't change.
That does not apply. Most of us
What
do
do
change
change.
depending on the people we get.
Exactly. Let me
Because
change for
If I like
myself.
Claire, by the way, that's why for me I keep saying I need to interrogate my mind from the word go. If I really like you,
You see,
Yeah.
eh?
if I do, then chances are high that you are going to change me. But if I don't,
No.
I mean, even if you do,
Let me
what?
tell you, Ronnie,
Just must
I'm
buy
not
a
going
part.
to change you. You change according to what you feel you want.
You
to.
change
It's your
yourself
You
for
maybe
her.
you influence
Yes,
the
you
change.
You change
yeah,
your-
I influence the change, but I don't
Exactly.
tell
You change yourself
I don't
for
like
her.
the way you wear your panties. You fool me wearing these panties like this.
But
You
I
get-
can influence
if
you
you- if
depending
you-
on the
yes.
places I take you
If
to,
I like you so much and I
the
see
people
you,
I want you to interact with, then eventually,
And it
Now
will
you
be it
talk.
will, and it will be entirely
now
up
How
to
you're
you
her.
like
talking.
me.
Now
It
you're
will be
talking.
entirely up
me
to
beer
her to
then.
change herself for you.
Yeah, another beer for you.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to take another beer, short
Yeah.
break, and we shall be back. Thank you so much for watching the remedy.
bananga bami n'abakyala naze kubanyonnyola nti bw'oba nga olina omukolo gwonna gw'olina oyagala kuyingira ennyumba olina lonki gyokola olina bwoteeri olina embaga olina olumbe olina buli kalonde yoona ng'oyagala bagutere ku zoom youtube wamu ne ku facebook njagala kugamba nti aite tv bwe basobola okubeera nga bakikolerako bulungi nnyo balina kamera ennungi nkambwe balikirya nnyo bamanyi kibakola ebyoluzungu ebyoluganda ebyolunyankole buli kalonde yoona baguteerako buteezi n'olwekyo mukwano gyaffe tusubwa yangwa mangu
AIT TV, empowering you.
You're still watching The Remedy with Jenny and our lovely CEO, Ronnie. Thank you so much, by the way, for joining us.
Yeah.
No,
We
yeah.
don't take it for granted, yeah,
Sure.
despite your busy schedule. So we are talking about, responsibilities in a relationship. So we talked about this whole preparation, Ronnie has talked about what he sees first, the things that attract him, and then he
Yeah.
decides to go in and give it a shot.
Yeah.
So now, yes, you've won me. You've chased, or we've said let's do this. So now we are in the relationship. What are your responsibilities as a man? What are my responsibilities as a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a relationship,
We need to
inside.
clearly
Yeah.
define.
Yeah. We're talking about the morning of the
So it becomes
relationship.
interesting now.
Yeah. First of all, I don't think you're supposed to chase if you really like someone, but let's go inside.
There's a certain
Because now
stage
we-
where people like to be chased.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, by the way, yeah, FYI, I don't know.
now this is-
Honestly, FYI, just like a short
In
clip
in
before you
yeah,
go
in my early 20s, I like to be chased, but now it's for yes or no. Yeah, we
Me,
don't have time to
I
waste.
like you, you like me, let's do this.
Let's do this,
If
yeah.
I don't like you, if I say no, I mean it. So you're already in a relationship,
Exactly.
and this is how it becomes interesting. Remember, you've been campaigning. Now you have won. You're in parliament.
Oh, you're going to
And
use
now-
that line on us.
And remember, you now have to keep using electorates, those who voted you. So that's how I compare relationship, politics. You know, when you're
dangerous.
Yeah, that's
campaigning,
very dangerous.
you are full of promises. You have talked so much. But you know, when you get in, things are different.
Yeah.
You now have to be responsible to someone and maybe something else. So things change.
Yeah.
But for me, all I can say, whenever I win you and we get in,
Yeah.
70% of that relationship has to be made by you, a woman. Assuming I got you on the street, I'm just using the word street, but don't mind. Now you're in my home.
Okay.
You need to transform that home into a family. And who does most of the work? It has to be you, a woman. How you keep me happy, how you keep everyone around you happy is going to be your responsibility. Otherwise, for me, I did my part
Your work
of
is done.
campaigning, and you're inside now,
Oh my
So,
my friend.
so your wife is doing right. So
You
what?
just have to work
So
to
what
make
is
sure
that?
this
What is
becomes
that
a
small
real family.
responsibility? What is that small percentage of your responsibility as a man?
He has said he's done. He did the
You
chasing.
have
He
your
got you.
The only
Can you
thing I
imagine?
need to do, the only thing I need to do, spicing up and making sure things work. I know
Like
you
what?
want us to talk about maybe once in a while in the Kameza money, but most times my role, and remember, after bringing you in, now I have to go out and find a way of sustaining you in. And how?
Apologies to all of you. Something happened. Something small happened, and we had to change. So sorry for that inconvenience. But we're talking about responsibilities of a woman now, because according to him, 80%, 80 or 70% of the responsibilities in a home, in a relationship.
Not the official percentage, please
All right.
mark that, but
All right, in a
the
relationship,
biggest
the
percentage
biggest
has to be done by women.
by the woman. Yeah. So in a relationship, what is your responsibility as a lady in a relationship? Because I think for you to thrive in a relationship, you keep working on yourself as a couple and working on you as a self, right?
Yeah.
So what are those responsibilities you have to do to keep a relationship running for the good
Maybe
of
to
both
put
of
also
you?
context. I said as men, we tend to want to focus on bigger things.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
might want to occupy our minds with maybe cars, houses, land, and what. But then, this what I would call smaller things are for women now.
Really?
Yeah. So, as Claire is coming
What do you
in,
mean small?
I get you.
yeah.
And if now a man understands his primary role, he knows, like you say, the big thing.
Do you
He's
agree that
investing,
that
he's
is the biggest
providing.
role for a woman to?
Okay, he's taking care of his part as him is providing. Now, for you as the woman, you need to come in and be a good advisor.
Okay.
Definitely need to also be a caretaker. Yes, he provides for the family.
A caretaker in
But
which
care-
context? Yeah.
Well, of course, it's the woman at the end of the day that looks after the home. Yeah, there's just that organization that women generally bring to the home. Eh? There are those tiny details that women pay attention to that men don't have time to. So you're advising him
Yeah.
and when he needs the advice, or if you see him probably going astray, or if you have better ideas on the table that can develop the family. Yeah. And
It's actually
And please note,
It's actually-
if a woman is not willing to do that,
yeah.
please, I don't know what we are supposed to do, but allow us be big, think widely,
Let
but
me
at least be willing to support us with just organizing
And
the
let me
home
tell you
for
something.
us. Let us come back with these crazy ideas and you are willing to listen, but
I
contribute a little bit
Yes.
to our ideas and our dreams.
So
Yeah.
while you're out there dreaming big and all that, I understand that I'm supposed to create this safe and peaceful
space for your man,
Because
yes.
you know what happens is guys are out here in the world. It's so loud. It's so wild. So you need him to come.
But
to
you guys-
you need him to come home to a place that is calm.
safe and calm
Yeah.
and peaceful. Yes,
And that is actually what we need,
But you guys also
not
need to
a
understand.
nagging
Yes, even men.
environment, yeah.
True. But even men need to understand that these women, the women of nowadays. I'm not saying that I've really never said men and women are equal, because we think differently, we do things differently. Only that we really need to be also recognized in the society. Yeah, anyway.
What sort of recognition?
No, wait. We're still talking about relationships. These days, you're going to, if you really want a focused woman, as you had said, you might marry someone who is working as well, 8 hours a day. He's going to come back later in the evening. That is if you're actually in a very stable relationship, maybe married already. Are you expecting her to cook, wash, make iron for you, make
I
it
thought
clean and
those
everything?
are actually her primary responsibilities, isn't it so? Do you even
I
need to
mean,
debate about that?
No, I'm trying to
You heard
say.
where she came from.
Yeah, I came from. Yeah. Of course,
working as well.
she's working as well, just like you. She's working
Even
as
if you're
well.
working, but those ones are just primary. You just have
Primary.
to think about
So no,
balancing
I'm trying
them,
to create for you a scenario here. Your wife, it's a Monday. Mondays are crazy, very crazy. Most of the workplaces, it's a Monday. You're aligning work and whatever. You guys have come back from work same time. You're doing different
Both
jobs.
had crazy days.
Yeah, you've both had crazy days. So she has come back, she's cooking, she has to iron, a baby's crying, or maybe she even has some reports to complete. You know, like there is a lot to do, and because you think you're a man, you're so your responsibilities are done. You maybe put money on the table or anything. You're done. Can't you? Is it a taboo for a man to help with house help sometimes?
I might want to understand whether we're going to speak from the traditional point of view.
Yes, anything.
But for
anything.
me,
You as a
from
man,
where I sit, I know however much you are a minister, however much you are busy, however much you are what, you must reserve time for you to take care of me and your children. You need to wash for us, you need to cook for us, you need to be there for us.
I know it's
I
taking
really
time.
understand it might be complicated, but from where I sit, I really understand that's your responsibility. Should we start sharing that? Maybe if we start sharing your responsibility, be available to share on the bills. If that
these
makes
days
sense.
women
Yeah.
share bill. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying please go and start washing for your wife or something. I'm not advocating for that, but I'm just saying we're all working and your partners, your friends, you're in a relationship, right? Your responsibility is to make sure that your friend is
Yeah,
happy,
we
your
are.
wife, your girlfriend or something. But also I am also not advocating for weekend wifing.
Yeah.
Weekend wifing. I know Claire has so much to say about weekend wifing. Yeah.
I just want to actually ask, and someone can probably hit us in the comment section. Do we still have girls that weekend wife?
We have girls that weekend wife, Claire.
And
Yeah.
are you realizing
Why are you
that
weekend
our
wifing?
producer himself is lost? Weekend wifing.
Really? Do you know weekend wifing?
Weekend wifing.
And
is?
probably maybe
Okay, so
our
let me tell
viewers
you.
as well. Yeah.
All right.
Break it down for
let me
guys.
break it down for you. So you see these sweet relationships were you're in a relationship, maybe you guys are staying in the same city or different cities.
Yeah.
So over the weekend you choose to go to see your boyfriend. So this boyfriend of yours
Or your man.
or your man, yeah, your sweet man, better if you're in love. Ooh, okay.
Man and
So-
boyfriend are different.
Yeah, man and boyfriend.
Are they different
Really?
anyway? Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on, yeah, men are rare, boys are common, but so thank you. So, so you go to see your boyfriend. Okay, most of the times at the end of the week you guys are maybe done with work every Friday and you go to see your boyfriend. There are these boyfriends who are going to keep their utensils for like the whole week because they know the girlfriend is
So
coming
they
next
are
Saturday.
those men who are like me.
That's what you do then. Okay, so your girlfriend comes. When your girlfriend comes, if you're someone's girlfriend, you come over that weekend, you're going to find laundry waiting for you, you're going to find dirty dishes, you're going to find the house very dirty, you're going to clean it. I don't even think it's weekend
And by
wife.
the
Not
way,
even a wife
just
is
on that very
purpose for
point,
that.
and just on that very point, Claire, may God bless those women who will actually know that it's their responsibility to come and find what I kept for a week and wash them, clean everything. Thank you so much.
I think for me, for the weekend wiping part, I think it's us girls to blame.
Most of the times, yeah.
Because it's you who is actually choosing to do those things. He's not exactly forcing you
No.
to do his laundry. He's not exactly forcing you to do his dishes. So it's you who goes, and of course the woman instinct kicks in. You know a woman is supposed to be organized and look, so automatically kicks in. However, you can decide to say, you know what, I'm not yet a wife.
But
Even if I were,
even if
Okay,
I were a wife and we're
assuming
not
you were a
working
wife, yeah.
weeks.
honestly, it's your response. Let me tell you for real. Before you join a relationship, it is a response. I don't want to find you. I don't want to date. First to say, I don't want to
Yeah.
date a project. I want to find someone who is a human being. You have a responsibility of taking care of yourself before I come to take care of you. I can take care of you, show you directions from different sides. But if I go away for a week and you're a mess, you can't even wash your own clothes. You can't even wash your own panties, and you expect me to come over the
And you
weekend
see,
and
Ronnie,
sort your life.
Ronnie, I do appreciate
Thank you.
and understand your traditional narrative. But then you also, the 21st century, things have changed. Like she mentioned, you have a woman who also has a job. She has an 8 to 5. Sometimes women these days do 12-hour shifts.
I'm telling you.
Like it's hectic. She's working
very
6
Now,
days a
Jenny,
week.
Claire.
So Ronnie, if I called in help, if we sit down and agree and say, you know what, I'm just as tired as you also get. Can we?
Do you know how it becomes interesting? And I think that's why we talk about responsibilities in a relationship and what. Let us now help our viewer
Yeah.
who could be in this situation.
Yeah.
I have a wife, I have a girlfriend, we don't see each other for a whole week,
Yeah.
and she only comes over the weekend. Now, I know day-to-day activities of a woman is actually doing that. If she's away for a whole week, should I wash my laundry? Should I take care of the house or house responsibilities when I know she's coming over the weekend? Shouldn't I wait for her to actually come back and do
really,
what
I'm
she's
I'm
supposed to do?
telling you, no,
Because
what
actually it
makes
happens.
you think-
Don't you think it happens a lot? As we are speaking about this, we need to help someone who's actually watching us. What are we supposed to do? Shouldn't I wait for my woman, for my girlfriend to come back over the weekend
for us,
and do her
This
responsibilities?
is what I think.
Yeah.
I think these things vary from relationship to relationship.
True.
We sit down, the two of us, a relationship has two people. So we sit down and we have a conversation about this. I'm your girl, you're
Yeah.
my man. So we have this conversation and I tell you, you know what, I'm also looking forward to Saturday to rest. Or I am not that
have
busy.
time,
I
good
can come
time.
through. I can help do those basics like you were saying. But we just agree. If I can, I will. But please understand if I also can't. If I've also looked forward to this time to be able to rest, you also need to be able to understand.
Is it a question of understanding you or a
need
question
to
of
understand
your
each
responsibility?
other.
It
So
is a
maybe the question is,
to understand.
okay, the
Yes,
question
knowledge,
is,
my responsibility
should I
is,
keep
but-
them or I have to do them even when I know you're coming on Friday?
All right,
Should
okay.
I keep them or I do
right.
them myself?
So let me tell you something. When I don't know, you're trying to just be stubborn. I think.
No, I'm
I
being
can only-
real. You know, that's a bit-
all I can do right now
and
is
it's
to
not under
give.
influence of alcohol either way, but I'm just
Yeah.
being real. Yeah.
Yes, I can only give my view here
Yeah.
because I don't know. People believe in different things, and there is a woman who would really love to come and do that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for someone like me, what I think that is straining me. Why are you doing all? Why are you keeping all your laundry for that? No, why are you keeping all your utensils for the whole week? Really, just to wait for me.
Because I know
That
you
means
have been doing it.
no, exactly. I'm not going to even do it in the first place. But
Like she said,
Okay.
some
yeah,
ground
like
rules from the word
yes,
go, like,
yeah,
don't
I can't do
that.
it because I don't want to get you used to things I'm not going to sustain. You get?
Yeah.
I will tell you on the word go like, babe, you left all this. Really, you really need to clean this mess.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
telling me to do it.
No, I'm not
Okay,
telling you. It is.
okay.
Let me tell you. Before you join someone's life, how clear can I make this? You can take care of yourself before you even join my life. When I come to your life, don't change that. Take care of
I
yourself.
think what happens to the guys,
I can just supplement.
I think the guys think when he gets a woman, things are supposed to become simpler for him, which I
And I think that is how it is supposed to be, because you are a helper.
you're also supposed
And
to
I think
find
from
out
the
God,
biblical
yeah?
point of view, how was it? I know you know these things more than I know them, but you are coming in as a helper.
Yeah.
If I was doing this on my own, that's why I'm getting you.
You
You
see,
are just coming
to help.
to do
You
what
just-
I was
Did you
doing.
use the word just? Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
you need
okay.
to really, you need to really try and befriend your girlfriends and your boyfriends. When you have a friend, you don't want them to pass through some things. When you have someone you have put in a certain position and you feel like when you get a maid,
Yeah.
in your head, she's a maid, she's supposed to do everything, all
Okay.
those responsibilities.
Now you're
When
bringing
you
in
get,
something interesting, maid. Okay.
so when you get a wife or a girlfriend, this person has a lot. The whole package is a lot. She's your friend, she's your partner, she's your wife. She's like, you guys share a lot.
Okay.
You don't want her to pass through a lot of things, bad things.
Okay, then
She has
at what
spent the
point-
whole week working,
Okay.
right? Give her a day of rest. Let her be with you. Just hold her in bed for like the whole.
I think in summary,
Yeah.
and like let's agree, Jenny.
Yeah.
We still have men like chronic who would want the traditional.
That, yeah.
You would probably prefer like a stay home.
You want to stay
no,
home,
no.
wife?
Okay, whether you are a
Because
stay
as long
home
as she
or
has
not,
a job like you, all those all those assumptions and what you have in your head that is supposed to be done, you have to understand that it's not going to go that way. As long as you're both
you're
getting
bringing in
out
an
of the house
important
to
point.
work.
I need to come in here and understand. At what point must we understand a woman's responsibilities and when a woman is supposed to help? Because when you tell me she is helping, you might want to think she's helping, yet that is her responsibility. So we need to understand, is she helping at this point
Oh, it's her
or
responsibility.
it's her responsibility?
So let me tell you
We just
something.
have to make it
You
clear.
realize
Yeah.
that some parents, you give birth to kids. I'm just
Yeah.
going to give you like an example. You can give birth to kids. You choose to take them to school, or you can choose to be irresponsible and leave them home. When you take them to school and
Okay.
pay their fees, their tuition,
That's my
You are,
responsibility.
it's your responsibility. You're not helping.
Okay.
It's your responsibility. You can. It is actually like you can choose to let them be there. I gave birth to you.
Okay.
You know, sort yourself. When you get a wife, that is why there is courting, there is courtship. You guys deal with that whole courtship, and then you decide you've made a choice to stay with them and stay together, maybe for the rest of your lives, or maybe you're trying to figure things out. When you're staying with that person in the same house, both of you have responsibilities to take care of each other.
Responsibilities, okay?
To take care of each other, you are a party. You are together in something.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's a partnership,
Yeah, it's a partnership. Thank you. So your responsibility is to make you and your partner happy in a way you can. She can also make you happy and herself in the way she can. That is why you need to understand each other. Let her not come and you assume she's going to do things she doesn't even know how to do.
Okay. So in other words, you're saying, and this can actually help people like our producer here who haven't entered in such serious
Hi,
things.
Henry.
Yeah. Now,
He's a very young boy.
maybe all of us can actually understand our responsibilities,
Yeah.
but then agree to ask for help where we can. For example, if I identify that my responsibility is to make sure these kids we have, or in our home, I am supposed to do this and this and this. But when time reaches and I can't do them, but when I know that my partner can, maybe I can go to her and ask for help. when you know that your responsibility is to wash for me, cook for me, what, but maybe if you can't, perhaps you can ask for help, but it just that be help.
We just know that
But
It's just help.
responsible.
Yeah, you are responsible, but you're only asking for help. You are tired, maybe you are sick or anything, and you are kindly, sweetheart, my husband, kindly
But you're the
You
one to pay.
guys.
take
You're the
care
one
of
to pay
this.
for the laundry.
but let me ask you
However,
Seek help.
it is supposed to be your help.
But let me ask
if
you
you
something. Let me ask you
now
something.
Claire
If I
is
seek help,
killing
you're
it.
paying for the laundry.
How? Now you're going to
You're
start
going to pay the
asking
Let me
for
ask you
salary then to do some of your responsibilities.
How is it
Yeah.
helping? If your wife fell sick, it is your responsibility to take
take
care
care
of
of
them.
her,
If you,
yeah.
when your wife is tired, they are not okay. They're actually
If
sick.
they are tired.
It is your responsibility to say,
You
"Man,
actually step in
to take care."
100%.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're taking care of them. I can't. I cannot tell you to do something. I think you as an adult should know how to do. If I am tired, I have headache maybe from doing a lot. You expect me to wake up and make for you tea, and I've woken up, I'm making for you tea, I'm making for you lunch. By the time it is 1, I am very tired, and you're seeing it. And,
But when I'm
and
paying
you're
school
still
fees, I'm not
demanding,
tired.
hi, bring me a
Yeah.
glass of juice.
That's what I'm saying.
No, we are
It
working.
is
Let
okay for
tell
me
you.
to ask for help, but
Yeah.
no, it
guys,
is your
these
responsibility.
days- no,
Now,
these days we're
I am
all
against.
working,
I
we're
am
sharing
against you,
bills.
Jenny.
Yeah.
I am against you, Jenny, throwing your responsibility to me just like
No, I'm
that.
not throwing.
I am only saying, politely, in a certain way, ask for help where you can, but let it be known that it was your responsibility in the first place, but because of ABC and difficulties, you only just passing it to me for a moment. But it should be your responsibility, and let it be known that it was your responsibility. Yeah, sometimes we get this wrong.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
me, at the end of the day, I mean, for our dear viewers, if you get into a partnership with this person, partnership, relationship, situationship, whatever
Everything.
you want to call it, I think you need to agree when it comes to the responsibilities part. You know, I like Jenny because she keeps saying that she's like, from the word go, we are
Yeah,
going to agree.
you need to
This,
agree and know
that's a no,
exactly.
that's a yes, yeah, maybe. So I think you need to agree.
But do you think it
You're
is
going to do
possible
this,
from
I'm
the
going
word
to do
go?
that. But of course, like I said, from time to time, like she was saying, things can change. She may be ill, you may be ill, and she has to step in.
Yeah.
We've seen that, yeah.
True.
But at the end of the day, we both know what we are supposed to do. You know,
You're bringing in the concept of us understanding each other.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we have to
understand
understand each other,
So we
definitely.
agree. You
So-
do this, I do that. But along the way, some factors affect that. And then you kind of come to some sort of agreement of, okay, I can't do this now. You can step in. Or she can't do this now. He can step in.
step in,
So
yeah.
I think it's all about understanding each other.
Understanding each other.
You,
Yeah, that is
but you've
true.
agreed, you've laid down your...
So we are simply telling our viewers to try as much as they can,
open with their people.
be open, and
And
try to
understand each
understand their partners. Maybe I can, however, then we also bring in the context of, even when we understand each other, let's be real and be clear on what everyone is supposed to do.
And it's not until
Yeah.
you die, you're still flexible. You know, like you said, we are saying as a man's, core responsibility is to provide for the family. So if it so happens maybe he runs out of work and all, I'm not saying you're still going to pressure him to still be the man that he's supposed to be. You understand this is something that is beyond his control.
When he runs
You
out
can't
of
do it.
air,
Like stepping, yeah, true.
So
how
if she's
possible
ill,
is it that women will understand this?
But women do. We are women,
Eh?
first of all. Yeah, women do.
Because you see, she can also run out of work. And even those little monies that she didn't ask from you, she now needs
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah.
It's not about
So when
understanding.
I
It's
run
the
out of work,
partnership.
I run to you and say, now start paying
But
the
you
school
know,
fees,
women
and
are
you
not
will understand
going
it.
to. But men don't do that.
Our parents
Men
did.
have an ego.
I'm not so
They
sure
will not-
about
they will
today.
not- They will not come to you and tell you can't pay fees. But you, as a woman, you see, we are created in a certain way that we're supposed to be a safe space. We create peace, a peaceful place for a man. You see, when you get married, when you're staying with a man, there's certain things they don't disclose. They don't talk about some things because of the nature of the way they are created.
Yeah.
But when you create a safe space for a man, you start noticing some things that are bothering him, some things that he's going through even without him
So
mentioning.
you are bringing an important point now. So it is the responsibility of a woman to create a safe space
It
For
is-
me, eh?
It is a responsibility for
So
each
please,
of you
make
to
sure
create a
now-
safe
But you
space
also
for
have a
both
part to
of you.
play in that.
Definitely,
You have a
because
part to play.
you
So
Okay,
not just
maybe
create
how
it
do
if
I
you're not-
create? Okay, how do I create a safe space
safe, peaceful
for a
place.
woman?
You see,
How
there is
do
something
I?
you've
The
ever
man that
said
is
one
supposed to
time on
Paying
the
bills?
show. You don't make
Something
sure
like that?
you don't make me more unhappy than you found me. If you know that you found me happy, Claire said it on the show.
Okay,
I
what
don't
makes a
think
woman
it was
happy in a
the
relationship?
First
Yeah,
listen.
exactly.
Yeah.
I keep saying this all the time. If you want to get into my life and we are supposed to do this relationship, please understand that you have big competition.
With me.
And the
Big competition.
The big competition is with me.
Yeah.
I need to make. I know we are different human beings. Of course, like I said, there's compromise here and there. But you need to make. I need to make sure that if you're coming into my space, am I happier, or at least am I still as happy as I've been? Like you're competing with my own happiness. So if you're not maintaining that, or even making it better.
And that is
Actually,
very, that is
and that's
very
that's an
helpful.
important point. Like for me,
And same for you also. I need to
and for me,
I don't
yeah,
want to take away the little
that's
boundary.
Exactly.
that is what all of us should know. Like for me, I always want to pick in one point in any relationship, and if that point is no longer there, then it is always wise for me to pull out. And this point is happiness. Irrespective of what, I need to come into your life because I found you happy and I want to keep this happiness. If I wake up one day, I am not happy, you are not happy. For me, it would actually be wise for all of us to just stop.
Yeah,
Because if we are not happy anymore,
Yeah, that means I'm
then
not
why are we
making
in
you
this?
happy.
Yeah.
Don't
So
make
it is
someone
actually
happy.
important, and what makes everything is honesty, happiness for all of us. When we are all happy, then trust me, you're going to make up everything. Yeah,
It's that simple.
it's that simple.
Yeah, we all have to
You all
be.
find someone, you're still happy, and I'm still happy. One party should not be happier than the other.
Yeah.
Because that happens a lot. There's
Yeah.
always a party
True,
that,
true,
that
true,
ends up sacrificing more. You find one person is so happy, and the other one is so miserable.
And I know you're always complaining about the same thing. If
and
you
the other
find
person
me,
is all chill.
And for that reason, one for the road.
yeah,
So, cheers.
mine is empty, but yeah,
Yeah.
it has
Yeah,
been.
it's been lovely.
has.
It's a very interesting conversation. We'll probably continue it sometime.
Yeah.
It's detailed. There's so
Yeah.
much to do, but at the end of the day, understand each other. Clearly define. You guys, I go with Jenny's advice on this all the time.
Define.
Our remedies singer.
No, but
Yeah.
Define where you both stand, understand each other's responsibilities, but be flexible and open-minded because things do change from time to time.
they do.
Been a beautiful Saturday. Till next time, Jenny and Claire together with us. See you all right.
I know, right?
Bye. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.
Cheers.
Very empty.